Hello everyone, this is your Amit sir, and today I am going to give you the detailed explanation related with the chapter Silk Road. Students, I have sent you the summary and the introduction of this chapter in my last PDF class. Today I am going to discuss about this chapter Silk Road. Student, this is very important that we first must understand that what the Silk Road actually is, okay, and what are the historical and geographical background of the Silk Road. I am sure that you all know actually the Silk Road is having a brief historical and great geographical scenario in itself. So this explanation will help you first that what Silk Road actually is. Okay, so moving to the next slide. Yeah, dear students, this page is about the Silk Road. The Silk Road or Silk Route is an interconnected series of trade routes through southern Asia, mainly connecting Xinjiang, presently Xi'an, in China, presently Jiang, and in that time Chang'an, okay, Xinjiang ni Chang'an, in China, was Asia's minor and the Mediterranean route. It extended over 8,000 kilometers on land and sea. Trade on the Silk Route was a significant factor in the development of a great civilization in China, Mesopotamia, Persia, India, and Rome, and helped to lay the foundation for the modern world. Means this Silk Road or Silk Route was actually was the main reason to connect the old civilizations in the world like China, Mesopotamia, Persia, India, and Rome. Okay, these five were the major civilizations in the ancient world. China's civilization, Mesopotamia's civilization, Persia's civilization, India's civilization. Yeah, of course, Harappa civilization. Mesopotamia civilization means Babylon's civilization. China's civilization means Huang Ho civilization. So these were the typical name of the civilizations, and you have seen. If you have watched the movie, what Mohenjo-daro, and the movie by of Hrithik Roshan. In that movie, the one city of Harappa civilization has been described, and the major city was Mohenjo-daro. Okay, so students, in that time this Silk Road was very famous to connect those old civilizations in the world. Okay, so next page will help you to understand the geographical point. This is the historical background, as I have told you. Now next page will help you that what is the actual location of the Silk Road in the globe. Okay, so next page, wait for the next. Student, this is a Chinese section of a Silk Road. This is, oh sorry, this is actually the Chinese section of the Silk Road, and as you can see that these red diagrams are located on the Silk Road, and these areas are in Chinese China. Okay, yeah, these are the major stops on the Silk Road. As you can see that the road is starting from Jiang'an, presently Xi'an. Okay, and as you can see that this road is like a wave, different types of wave, and spreading the different areas. Okay, so this road is very important for the old trade. Yeah, tourists ready to begin a Silk Road tour. In the present time, tourists are taking a road tour, means they are enjoying this route, But student, this route is not the easy route to travel. Okay, you have to understand, you have to face the almost all kind of geographical scenario in this route. You will have to move from the desert, you will have to move from the seas, you will have to move from the land, you will have to move from the hills. So every type of geographical scenario will come if you will try to complete the whole route like a journey, like a road tour. Then this is name of Silk Road, but actually you will have to be travel on the seas also, you will have to be traveled on the hills also. So this is not a typical road tour. Okay, just given the name Silk Road. Okay, but this is having a different almost all kind of land travel, not road travel, land travel, and the water travel too. Yeah, student, this is the satellite view of Jiang area, and you can see that uh, which kind of difficult route is there. As you can see on the land, there are the land, hills, forest, almost all kind of things are there. Okay, so I think you have understood the background of the Silk Road and importance of the Silk Road, and what is the present scenario of the Silk Road. Present time people are enjoying this road tour to learn, to experience the historical monuments, the things. Actually so many monuments. See, this is the Xi'an city, present Xi'an city. See, city wall of Zhang, uh, big wild goose pagoda. Actually these all kind of sites are on the great mosque. 50,000 Muslims in Xi'an today, present time. They are the Muslim populations are also there. Okay, so these things, see, this kind of historical sites you will experience when you will go on the Silk Road. Okay, so many kind of Silk Road, the Miyagi Mountain. ओके, मार्केट प्लेस, दिस मार्केट प्लेस यू विल एक्सपीरियंस. तो यहाँ सिल्क रूट कहने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि वहाँ पर सिर्फ सिल्क का ही कारोबार होता था. नो 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 नो. So this route is presently and that time having a great historical importance, because all kind of foreign trades were committed on this route. Okay, now अब मैं लगता है कि I can start the actual chapter. Okay, so students, I am moving to the text what I have given you in the last class. Yeah, students, this is the PDF section, and in this section I will explain that what the story Silk Road actually is. This is not a story, this is like an article, and this article is the experience of the author Nick Middleton. Nick Middleton had a journey which starts from the slopes of Rabu to Mount Kailas. Means the author is going to Mount Kailas, and he started his journey from Rabu. This was to complete the Kora, means the whole course. Thus, it gives us an account of the journey they experienced. Moreover, the main aim of the journey was religious mostly. Means Nick Middleton was a completely religious person, and he wanted to experience the religious things on the route, Silk Route. We see that the author wishes to complete the journey to Mount Kailas. Thus, in order to embark on this pilgrimage journey, he chooses a tough one. Further, the author hires Tiston and takes along Daniel as an acquaintance to chaperone him to Durchin. Okay, Daniel, Tiston were two complement the acquaintance, or complement means the helping hand, or you can say the what companion during this journey. Consequently, we learn about his journey and his experience through the Silk Road. He mentions how the people in hilly areas are rather sensitive. The author goes on to witness the beauty of Lake Mansarovar and Dachen. Okay. Moreover, he faces lot of difficulties, but is able to complete his pilgrimage due to his undated faith. The author was complete. The author had complete faith in God, and he starts his journey to Mount Kailas in Silk Road. Students, I think the video is getting very longer, and in the next class I will give you the summary as well as the question answer of the chapter also. I'm just giving you a hint that you must read the chapter, and you must find some information related with the Silk Road also, because जितना आपके पास Silk Road से related information होगा, that will be easy to understand this chapter. Okay, so I think this is enough for the today's class. Have a nice day, enjoy learning, goodbye.